Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie
Kirk was 20 minutes into speaking when they heard those shots being fired.
Oh my God.
Go, run.
Cops escorted me off the property.
Anybody that wishes someone dead because of what they believe, you're un-American.
Charlie Kirk will be resurrected.
All right, I'm on my way to UVU. I'm about to go interview some of the students and hopefully some of the police officers on the scene to see how they feel and what's really going on. Before this video gets started, I just wanted to say never is it ever okay for someone's life to be taken like this. From what I've heard, Charlie Kirk was about 30 feet away from his family when he got shot. My prayers go out for them and everyone I know at UVU that witnessed the tragic scene. I came into contact with a lot of crazy videos today. Videos from the strangers I met at UVU, videos from Twitter online, and it really saddens me how desensitized we are to the warfare we see online. I knew from the moment I woke up that today this would have been something fulfilling the entire day. The first text I got when I woke up was somebody texting me saying, "Did you see what happened to Charlie Kirk? Don't watch the video." Of course, the first thing I did was watch the video, and then I realized that the campus he was at was 20 minutes away from my house. So I decided to go film and interview the students and other journalists at the campus. There's no doubt in my mind this changes the way political commentators and content creators are gonna move going forward, as well as people that are fearing their safety at public events. I hope this doesn't instill fear in people as much as it should, and I hope that we continue to speak freely and not fear the consequences of a situation like this. Today has been a very stressful day for me, and I hope you can take something out of this video that I have taken a lot of time to prepare for you. Enjoy. And I'm pretty sure it's confirmed now that Charlie Kirk is dead, so rest in peace. Sometimes I don't feel like saying rest in peace because I know his soul is still living, but prayers to his family. I think that's the most important thing. And hopefully they can find peace through this situation. I'm 1 minute away. I don't know if you can see right there. I can't explain it. Like, this isn't even acting for the video. I always see like those paranormal videos where they're acting for some shit. There is like a weird energy approaching this. I can tell the devil is in the area. My buddy told me that I should make a quick prayer before I approach it. Everyone is telling me to be safe, you know, before I came here. And I was fully confident coming up to it, and as soon as I got here, it just doesn't feel right. I've seen a few cops, but it honestly feels like a ghost town. There's all these cars, but I haven't seen a single person walking around. So hopefully I can get some interviews and talk to people about what they think is going on. But right now, it's dead. I'm in this fear with like all the content creators and stuff that like are political. So I know a lot about this stuff that's going on, but sure. How long ago did the shooting happen?
It's like 2 hours. Yeah.
2 hours? Okay.
2 hours ago, yeah.
And are they kicking everyone off campus right now?
All these cars right here are people still on campus, and they're not allowed to leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And right now, they're sending in, I believe, National Guard or like SWAT into every single room, checking every single room to make sure like the active shooter is not on campus.
Why do you think this happened? Like, what do you think the motive was for the shooter?
I don't know what the motive could have been. There's just no motive for it that makes sense, because it's like this is only gonna inflame like the Republican like party. Like it's not gonna quiet anybody. It's not gonna dampen anything. Like it's just gonna inflame. So it just doesn't make sense.
It's announced that he's now dead, right?
Yeah, he's dead. Donald Trump tweeted that out about 30 minutes ago.
Did you guys know anyone that was there when it happened?
Yeah, tons of people.
How did they feel? Were they crying or anything?
I haven't really seen the reactions, but I don't think so. I think it's just like a horrific. Like I don't know if you've seen the video, but it's just like a horrific video.
Yeah.
It's definitely like something that could leave a lot of students scarred.
It was the first thing I saw when I woke up. I woke up late. First thing I see is, did you see what happened to Charlie Kirk? Don't look at the video.
Don't look at the video.
Yeah, that's what everyone was telling me. So,
yeah,
as far as where the shooter was positioned, I just graduated from here, but he was on a balcony overlooking the area, or either on the roof overlooking the area. And so if he was on the roof, it would be very hard to see him.
Yeah.
From the position, everyone's way, way lower, and all he has to do is scoot back away from the roof and he would be invisible and he would be able to get away. If he was like on the balcony where everyone was, they probably would have arrested the right guy.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but I would guess it's another roof thing with like what happened with Trump.
My buddy was making this argument, and he was saying that, don't you think that people in this political sphere, especially after the Trump situation, should be more wary of things like the rooftops? Don't you think they should be having them get checked, especially after the Donald Trump shooting? Do you think that it was not smart for them to do an event like this? And do you think that other political commentators should be more wary of this going forward?
I mean, honestly, there wasn't really any security, right? It's like for an event like this, it's supposed to be a peaceful crowd. Like it wasn't supposed to be an aggravating event. Like they didn't really have security, and stuff like this has happened now multiple times, especially against like the Republican Party. If you let it kind of like dampen you and you kind of let it like hold you back, like as a political like commentator, like I'm not that, but if you are like a political figure, you can't let it like hold you back. I mean, obviously take precautions, but don't let this kind of thing like stop you from like saying your piece.
Here, it's a very strange feeling because there's no one here and all these cars. And
It's very
usually you see people walking back and forth, but
That's what I was saying. It felt like a ghost town when I pulled up.
We're thinking it's gonna be, if there's people, they're gonna be on the other side of the campus.
So you guys are looking for them too?
Yeah.
Here, let me park and let's walk down there.
This is like the police blockade up here. I don't think they're letting people pass this.
One thing I noticed that's crazy is there's clouds all up here, and as you go down there, there's nothing. And I started feeling like this dark energy the closer I got when I drove down here.
Helicopters
Yeah.
There's a drone right there.
So right behind me, there's like a court section, I guess, and that's where Charlie Kirk was shot at. You're not allowed to go past the caution tape, obviously, but I just talked to one of my boys who randomly saw me over here, and he said that they're going through each dorm like 3 times, sweeping through each one 3 times to make sure that somebody at the college isn't the shooter. I think it's pretty obvious that it isn't. I think this is a planned attack. I don't know why it would be somebody from the college. I think it's definitely somebody older or somebody a part of an organization. So it's right there. This is where it happened. Me personally, I think that this raises a lot of concerns for other political commentators that like to do public events. I think they need to be way safer about things. Some of those guys earlier that I was talking to were saying that it had to have been from the balcony or rooftop. It gets to a point where it's like, you're so famous, if this many people are showing up to your crowds, why are you not having security check that? I think it's not the smartest, and I know a lot of people in that space that wouldn't do that either. Like they wouldn't have that much safety involved. So I think this is going to change a lot of the ways that these content creators and political commentators are checking their safety going forward. And it might change the events they throw. Everyone I know knows about this. This is one of the bigger events that's happened in modern times. A lot of the cops seem like they do not want to talk to me. That's one thing I've noticed. I want to get an interview with one, but they just don't seem like they want to talk to me. How do you feel about everything that has happened?
Stunned.
You're stunned?
Yeah, I think this is a real loss for this generation. I think while Charlie would debate things, he was really concerned about generations attending universities, and that's why he was going to universities, is to engage those kids. And really, he's one of the only voices who was talking about their economic prosperity and their future and opportunity and how important it was that we address those things for them. Nobody else is talking about that, and I think that's really sad.
What do you think about the people that are wishing him death online and they're glad that he died?
I can't even go there. I mean,
What would you say to his family right now if they were listening?
a lot of people love to. I'm a father. Two kids who go to the school. And I was happy that he was speaking for them and for their future. I can't say enough about how this loss will affect all of us, but none more than you. And I'm sorry that as a society we've let this happen.
How do you think they can be strong going forward with his family?
I don't know. We're at a time in our country where it's very hard to grasp onto a hopeful future. And when you have paid the price that they just paid today, I would have no idea what to say to them to help them make sense of it. because it doesn't make sense to me, and I don't know that it ever will.
Do you think they're gonna let you in?
I hope so. I mean,
he did say, like,
he said we might. He said they're finishing the first suite.
yeah, that we can
Once they finish the first suite, you'll see people start trickling out.
What'd you say people were saying?
Of just like people recording themselves, like, and I mean, there's different reactions of people being like glad that it happened, or people say it's like an attack on America. Like it was, you heard anything and everything from people walking.
What do you think it was? Like what do you think the motive was for the person who killed him?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's too hard to say. Like, there could be any possible reason. I think it could be something Charlie Kirk said 5 years ago that pissed this guy off, and now is just his opportunity. And I don't know. I think for me, I don't know enough to say.
Any update you can tell us?
No.
No worries.
Because I think they're doing like 3 sweeps.
Did you guys see any increased security before the whole thing happened?
Not visible and but because if there's going to be an event like that, you're going to have most campus police and probably a small community, less than 40 people.
So I heard that there was a team later that was looking for shells on the roof. So, and that I don't know which one of those shots it would have been.
Yeah. You say that it had to have been a roof shot, but go back and look at that video. Tell me where his chin goes. A roof shot's going to come down with daggone pressure. That bring that chin down, right? Did his chin go up? Take a look again.
Yeah, I saw him like this or something.
So up and then back.
Yeah.
So once again, just thinking about force. What's force gonna do? If something comes from above you, makes your chin go down or push that force down through your shoulders, 45, 30-degree angle, whatever, whatnot, your chin drops. Right? If it comes from lower or from ground level, you have a chance of the chin going down or a chin going up. And then the body pushed with force. It's just physics.
What do you guys think about that person who was falsely detained?
I saw like a picture of him.
It could happen. No matter, there's nothing that determines whether or not that person was involved or not, specifically because they're in cuffs. They could have just been somebody that was unruly during the Exodus.
What do you guys think if they don't catch the shooter?
I don't know if they will, to be honest.
Do you think that means it's planned by something bigger?
Maybe not even bigger, but just someone who's just smart enough to know if you're in a big crowd, you take your shot and just head out with the crowd. Because I mean, you gotta realize there were hundreds of kids were right after the shot. We're going across the train, across the bridge to the train station. Hundreds of kids getting on the train, hundreds of kids getting in cars.
Yeah.
Before anything was locked down.
But the dark clouds are starting to come in right over where it happened. This is right where it happened, right here. The clouds are coming. They said that they just got the shooter in custody.
Really?
Confirmed?
Yeah.
Yeah, like photos?
It's FBI Director Kash Patel said that, so.
Okay.
But who knows, right?
We'll see.
We'll see if it's actually him.
Not as perfect of a crime.
Yeah.
Once again, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because now you have to get through GSR, ballistics, reasoning, everything else. And if the feds are on it, they're going to do a complete daggone psychological dossier on them and build a case around that.
So the question was there more than
exactly.
Was there more than one shooter? Was there more than one shooter too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he by himself? Like, I'm interested. What was he wearing?
Was it?
And how did they catch him 3 hours later?
That's what I'm wondering.
If he's smart enough to pull that off in that situation, how in the world?
It's been over 4 hours.
Yeah. How in the world do you now just have him?
Campus clear. I mean, everybody was gone.
Unless he's hiding in a daggone office, which means he's in the 20%.
Well, that's the stupidest thing you would do. Is why would you go and hide
again,
in an office? Well, not just the shitty part is I feel like the media or other commentators on the right or the left are just going to use this as an event just to make more division.
To build more division, to build more animosity, all that other nonsense. It's sad what we're going to do with this at the expense of a man's life.
One thing that I think actually is different is that I don't think this will split up the right wing or the left. I think that one thing I've noticed that people that were opposing Charlie Kirk are now like connected, and there's a lot of people that were going against him that were like, you know, on live streams getting emotional. And so I think in a way it'll unite some people, but it will also, I think that like, you know, like Myron Gaines from like Fresh and Fit, like he did the same events, like the college stuff.
Okay.
Like I think like that stuff's gonna end, like at least for, or if they do continue to do it, it will be way more security.
And
but
I'd be surprised if a lot of college campuses just don't allow that.
yeah, yeah,
I
would
think
agree.
after that, I think these college campuses who used to tolerate it are just gonna be like, no, we don't want to take that risk.
I agree.
Because, I mean, you don't want to repeat.
Yeah, like
what happened.
look at everything that's happening. You're gonna go in? Interesting. Only a couple minutes after they announced that they brought the shooter into custody, they're now letting people inside the school. So, what was your first reaction when you found out?
Well, I took off work to be here. I've been through 2 police academies. Utah's and California's self-sponsored. Secret Service told me in 1992, you're a white male, we don't want you. This crap's been going on for 35 years. I was just here supporting Charlie. He's a Christian, and he understands what's going on in the world.
What do you think about the people that were wishing death on him online?
Well, people online are weak and arrogant. Look what's going on. They can't find one man killer that killed him here today.
Yeah.
This is a public.
I saw on
public
my
school.
Twitter or my X that they've got somebody into custody, but do they even know that it's him? That
do
just
they-
happened.
oh,
like,
dude, they-
just happened.
That's why they got 4 dogs out here.
Yeah, right.
I've been here 6 hours.
Yeah.
I've been watching it for 6 hours. I was here before it started.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Just because something's just been said online.
If you had to send one message to Charlie Kirk's family if they were watching this, what would you say?
Jesus is real. Charlie Kirk will be resurrected, and there will be a final judgment, and it's coming. I was here at Nikki Haley's rally months ago. Cops escorted me off the property after 2 comments. She said, this world's on fire, this is going wrong, this is going this wrong. I blurted out loud from the back, yeah, Jesus is coming. 16 minutes later, after she blamed all the Republican losses in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota on Donald Trump, I blurted out, he didn't lose South Carolina. She was former governor of South Carolina and lost the primary by 20 percentage points. They invited me to leave. We have no more freedom. And it was shown today with the murder.
What do you think this means going forward for...
Jesus is coming. He's closer today than he was yesterday. And perfect mercy and perfect justice will be completed when he comes. Just explain the same thing to the atheist on the bench. We're friends.
There's an atheist over there?
Oh, yeah.
Do you mind introducing me to him?
Well, the 2 guys on the bench.
The 2 guys on the bench?
So you got a card, so when you twist all my words?
No, I won't.
Oh,
that's not
well,
what I
then
do.
just show me your card.
Yeah, I got you.
So I can look at
do you have your
it.
phone? I don't have a card. Do you have your phone? I can give you my social media.
Where's your phone?
Oh.
So I've been interviewed by the Epic Times before. They did legitimate work for me.
Yeah. Do you want me to DM you
Yeah,
or email you?
Now text.
I'll send you a text of the video.
Yeah.
And
See, so I can compare what I said and what you twisted it to.
I won't twist
Well,
it.
then show me.
I will.
Then show me.
Yeah, I will. Have a good day. What do you think about what just happened?
I think that I'm pretty disappointed in the university. I'm disappointed in the lack of security, the way that it was set up. I was even talking to someone right before all that happened, saying I don't like that they're down there. I'd rather be in the high ground.
Yeah.
There's no officers way up high. And then when I heard the shot, I know it came from up
Yeah.
and over straight down. I looked to try to see if I could see anything. I stepped over. I couldn't really see anything. Everybody started running. I tried to calm everybody down, tell them just relax. There's no more shots happening right now. Just move out, be safe. You know, like you're okay. Just trying to calm people down and work my way down there because instinctively that's what I do. And I'm a disabled veteran, so those scenarios are pretty, normal. You can tell a lot of people have never been in it, so they were really panicked, and just tried to see if there's anything I could do to help, and then everybody was just getting out of there, and then the police started showing up.
What do you think the motivation was for the shooter?
That's the interesting thing, because it makes me wonder if it's something deeper than perhaps just a crazy person who disagreed with his politics. It could have been, a hit, quite honestly. I mean, for someone to take someone out in a one shot like that into the neck and then not be found, there's been chatter, he's been against Israel. I mean, who knows? There's a lot of players at work depending on, his viewpoints on things. So I can't say for a fact what it is. I think the investigation has to take place, and let's see where it goes. But again, I'm just disappointed in UVU, and I think it was more than they bit off more than they could chew, and they should have called for backup before anything happened. It was just so overpacked and just a bad scenario altogether.
If you had to send one message to his family, if they were watching, what would you say?
Man, I'm just so sorry that this happened because of a belief. This country should never be going through this. I serve my country so that we can have that freedom of speech and be able to communicate. And the country's gotten so divided. It's unfortunate that these things have gotten to this point. Hopefully something good can come from this, and hopefully he's in a better place. And just know that our hearts are with you, and there's so many people that have love for you and care for you and would help you in any way they could.
What do you think about the people who wished him death online and were happy that he died? What would you tell them?
You're my enemy, why would you want someone to die because they simply believe something different? He doesn't affect policy. He doesn't make policy. He doesn't do these things. He's simply talking in theory. So anybody that wishes someone dead because of what they believe, you're un-American. And you don't belong here, or you belong locked up. Plain and simple.
I was just here a couple months ago for my cousin's graduation. Not even like a mile away from where he got shot. Final thoughts, it's nighttime. Everything that's supposed to happen has already happened. My actual thoughts I have on this, and I don't really like getting into politics if I'm being honest, but I feel like this is something bigger than politics. I think this is just a morality thing that I see with people. And on both sides, I see wrong. On some of the left, I see people that are attacking him for how he viewed Muslims, the way he viewed trans people, stuff like that. And then on the right, it seems like there's a lot of people who were attacking him that are acting like they feel really bad for him and miss him, but they actually didn't even know him at all. And so, I mean, it's better to mourn somebody or, show respect, but I also don't agree with faking it and acting like, like you're doing this in a morally superior way, because I think that's fake and that's bullshit. But I also feel the other side is way too insensitive, and they say harsh things without thinking about how that could impact the family. And you don't have to agree with somebody's viewpoints. Even if somebody says something that might be evil, you shouldn't wish death on them, because if they haven't killed somebody, what they're saying is just left up to interpretation. And so you can choose to neglect what somebody's saying, but if he's not actively committing violence, then you shouldn't celebrate his death. So I think there's a lot of wrongdoings on both sides. And I think that also one thing I don't understand is people who say, pray for Charlie Kirk. Well, he's already dead. You should be praying for his family. There's no point in praying for somebody that's already dead. The result of their life is already going to happen. You should be praying for their family. So prayers to Charlie Kirk's family, and I hope that they can find strength through this and stability, and I hope that they don't let the negative things that are said online impact their life and the way they view, you know, their family member. But I don't think they will. I don't want to get too into the politics of it. I choose to keep my opinions off the internet. And I'd rather talk about God and life rather than something that is temporary warfare. And that's what all of this is to me, is temporary warfare, because there is purpose in defending your values, but all these wars come and go. And the real war we have is spiritual warfare. And you can approach it in different ways. So today was a crazy day, and I'm glad I got to take part in history and documenting this. And I hope that good things come from something bad.